with the M1As or the M305s and all that, all you have to do is polish where the trigger engages the hammer. Just kind of work it back and forth with valve lapping compound. I'm going to be using JB non-embedding bore cleaning compound. This stuff is like a real fine like valve lapping compound. I think it's a little more expensive because it says bore cleaning compound on it. So it's about, I think, $10 or something for a little. How many ounces here? Doesn't even say. No, but anyways, 2 ounces. So it's a good amount. And what you're going to do is you're just going to, here, see if you pull the trigger, safety off, the hammer drops. So what you're going to do is, where it's not very shiny, it's all dull, you're just going to want to polish that up. So basically right under here and the back of the little catch lugs on the trigger or on the hammer. So what you can do is just put a little bit of compound on there and just keep firing it a few times like that, dry fire it, and it'll eventually just polish up, take a bit of the parkerizing off, and just make it shiny. So what I'm going to do here is just apply a little bit with my finger to the back of the two catches on the back of the hammer, and that'll bring the compound underneath the little bit of the sear, I guess it would be called, on here. So now you just close it or cock it back again. Whoop. And then drop it. Just keep doing that, and it'll take microscopic amounts of metal off every time until it's nice and polished. You can feel it even. It's a little bit gritty. So maybe even doing that a little bit. Get that compound in there. Shine it up a bit. So I'll do that for about 5 minutes now and see what it looks like after I'm done. See if it changes it at all too. Only been about a minute or two and it's already making a difference, so I'm going to keep going and take a bit more material off, and then we'll see if it's a lot smoother at the end. Okay, so now it's about 5 minutes in, and I bet you can see that now. There's a real shine on there, on the edge of those lips there. So it's really getting a lot smoother than the parkerized finish. You can see on here, even like when it comes back in, it took a bit of the parkerization off right there. It's nice and cleaned up. And then underneath, it's too hard to see, but it basically looks the same as this, like perfectly nice and silver. So I think we help the trigger out a lot more now. So it's still a really heavy trigger, but it kind of took the grittiness out. Like it would stick before I let go. Now it kind of just, it's smooth. Right, it's moving now. There you go. Yeah, so it's a lot easier to control this way. It's definitely a lot easier to pull. Like there's no grit at the end. So we'll have to get out to the range and test it out and see if our groups shrink up. Before I was shooting about 4 inches at 100 yards. Now I hand loaded up some 150 grain full metal jackets to shoot in that rifle, and they're not crimped or nothing. It's just kind of, they're seated like I seat my precision rifle bullets. So we'll see what happens.